Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 85 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Another extra point opportunity here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
First carry for Latavius Murray. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Pass incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And defensively, the starting 11 for Pittsburgh and this crew, they made the defenses of yore in the Steel City very proud in the divisional round of the playoffs, did they not?
Ever since they reinserted James Harrison back into the lineup as a starter, they are undefeated in 2016. And he's 38 years old, but I don't think anyone takes care of his body any better than James Harrison and then produces on the field. And on the opposite side, how about the youngster Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, has really come along, and they do look like the Pittsburgh defense as a whole.
And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throwing his car on third down. He finds Roberts complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
we know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. Now 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Carr now on 1st down. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. For Murray in the wild card game against Houston, just 39 yards on 12 carries. So now you look at the season all told, just under 800 yards, Charles. He did score 12 touchdowns. What'd you think of his year?
I thought it was an excellent year for him, and I know 1,000 yards is the benchmark. But remember, he didn't play in all of the games. And Oakland became a passing-type team with Derek Carr throwing the ball around. But I think Latavius Murray is clearly a #1 running back in the NFL. And with those 3 Pro Bowlers in front and the offensive line, I think the future is bright.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there from 6 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Steelers set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
The play clock's running down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's third down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And we'll see Oakland take over on offense in a second. And I know these Raiders don't want to hear it, but it's kind of the talk of the town. Such a promising season, looking so good. Carr gets injured, and then they just fall off and lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, in fact, when we brought it up, they told us they didn't want to talk about it. Because for them, they just want to look forward. Great year last year. They know about the injuries, Carr getting hurt, etc. But for them, the focus is now, and they think that they can be not just a playoff team again this year, but a Super Bowl contender.
And the last time they were in the playoffs, they were a Super Bowl contender back in 2003 when they fell short in Super Bowl 37. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game, no gain. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Wolford from 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And his kick is good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
So whatever happened to the old expression, he who hesitates is lost. Because when Le'Veon Bell runs the football, hesitation actually gains him a whole lot of yards.
That was clever. 30 carries, 170 yards in the divisional round, following up 29 carries in the wild card round. He has looked so good.
He really has. Great vision, incredible patience. But that's coupled with an offensive line that understands that and will hold blocks and seek more as they get downfield.
You mentioned last week them having to hold blocks for Big Ben in previous years has helped Le'Veon Bell.
I think it's helped all the way through. They were kind of used to it, and now they really respond to it because of the big plays Bell rewards them with.
Roethlisberger will throw, and he's got Rodgers. It's a pickup of 16 there to the lead to a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit it. Go. Like 20, like
now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, blue 30.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, it's Bell. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. That, blue 30. Black by 4, black by 4, black by 4.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
4 down, 4 down. Start!
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rodgers, 42 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Murray, the lone setback. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a fumble on second down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up third. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Halfback sent in motion. On third and long, it's Carr. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr throwing on second down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come up in an offset eye. The pigskin on his 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Janikowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Over the middle here to Brown.
Forget bright lights, big city, partner. It's bright lights, big stage, NFL playoffs. That's Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown likes all of that. 6 catches, 108 yards against the Chiefs. And by the way, excuse me, tied an NFL record held by Larry Fitzgerald with his 4th straight postseason 100-yard performance. Pretty good.
See? What did I say again? Bright lights, big stage, playoffs, Antonio Brown.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. In motion is Coates. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to speed things up here.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first. And that'll make it second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he'll bang that one through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. On third down, Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And
Sammy Coates off to the races. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's able to put it through. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. 34 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Carr to throw on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. In motion, left goes Crabtree. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On third and long, it's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now they're in the hurry-up. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Defense showing blitz. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Roethlisberger will throw, and he finds Hayward-Bay. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward-Bay, 42 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Again, it's Murray, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Now Carr on the bootleg. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Carr going to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Carr to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. In motion is Coates. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.